Hey everyone, thank you for joining me on another video. So today I've got a bit of a mishmash vlog. It's going to predominantly be a what I eat in a day because it feels like it has literally been forever since I've filmed one of these. But I'm also, as a little bit of a bonus content, going to throw in my weigh update too, just because I've not got round to filming it, and quite frankly it's not something I want to dwell on because it's not the best news either, so spoiler alert. But just a couple of little things. Apologies for the light, but I'm in the kitchen and the light is actually terrible in here. As you can tell, I look like I've got half my face is white and then the other half isn't. And then also the kids are in the background, just the two littlies. So if you do hear plenty of noise, I apologise, but I have discovered that, see, that's Kobe. He's stood at the gate. It's open, but he's just shouting at me, as he does. He shouts at me all the time because if I'm not giving him attention, typical bloke, then he's not a happy bunny, bless him. So yeah, apologies if you can hear the kids in the background, but I either film with the noise and the chaos or I don't film at all because, you know, my husband's at work now, the big two are at school, so I can't leave them by themselves while I come and vlog, but then I can't leave everything until this evening when my husband will be at work, because he won't be at work until after 7 o'clock to actually do any of it. So I've got no choice. So yeah, I thought I'll just crack on and get a what I eat in a day filmed because, like I say, it's been forever, and I'm hoping that me doing this might help with my weighing results for next week, because quite frankly I don't know where I'm going wrong. Sorry, Kobe's just by my feet, so again causing carnage. So yeah, weighing update. The last that you will have seen, I've done 3 weighing updates in total. I know that I clumped one of them together, like 2 of them together, but the last time you will have seen, I managed to lose, I think it were £6.5. In fact, why am I saying I think? I've got my blooming Slimming World book right in front of me. Let's have a look instead, shall we? I'm opening my book. Yeah, so I started back on the 16th of January. I weighed in 16 stone... What did I weigh in? 16 stone, 6 pounds. There I am. I lost £6.5 first week. Amazing. Ridiculously chuffed. Then I lost... Sorry, I'm looking down at my book. Then I lost £3.5 the second week. Again, ridiculously happy with that. Couldn't have asked for more. And then the third week, I lost £2, which, again, sound like a parrot, but I was really, really happy. Didn't expect miracles the week after, so it would have been my 4th week weigh-in, because obviously I dropped like, what, £12 in 3 weigh-ins. So really, I didn't think that my body was going to do any, you know, like big numbers like that. I thought I might have lost at least £1 because I'd been on plan perfectly the whole time. So I was hoping that I would have at least lost £1. But I went to weigh in and I actually gained £0.5. No idea why. No idea at all. Sorry if you can hear the dishwasher as well, but mum life. But yeah, no idea. One sec, let me just take this spoon off of Kobe that he's decided to now... I don't know where he's found the spoon from, but he's now dragging it around on the floor, making loads of noise. So, one sec. There we go. Chaos averted. I've swapped it with some plastic spoons instead. It was only a teaspoon, but it was making the biggest noise. I don't know if it came across on the camera like that, but it was so loud in the actual kitchen. So I've given him one of my big plastic spoons instead that I cook with, which will be a lot more quieter if he does decide to drag that on the floor, and it won't damage it. If you're wondering where Alana is, she's in the living room, but I've given her her iPad, so I know I'm going to get about 5 minutes peace with that. So you've just got to bribe them the way that you can, don't you? So yeah, back to weigh-in. I weighed in, £0.5 on, ridiculously unhappy because, like I say, I followed it to the T. I did what it says, and I put on £0.5 and I didn't know why. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I'm not new to the Slimming World gain. I've been doing it such a long time that I genuinely feel like I could run my own class. I know the plan inside and out. And again, you could say, well, maybe you were just being a bit too relaxed and you weren't concentrating properly. Sins might have sneaked in that you weren't counting for, not weighing stuff. But I set a new goal this year that I wasn't going to do any of that. I mean, I've got my milk next to me still. You can see there, look, I've measured it out. I've already had a brew this morning. I've measured it out, and I weigh, if I'm having cereal, I'll weigh it. If I'm having bread, then I know which ones I can eat, and wraps, I know which ones I can eat, stuff like that. So I genuinely don't know where this £0.5 pound came from. I could only assume that it was because I'd lost 12 pounds in 3 weeks and my body was going, nah, sorry, not happening, don't be ridiculous, I'm going to hold on to a little bit. So that's what I was hoping, because I can't even blame Star Week. 2 weeks off at that point, so I can't even blame Star Week. So anyway, I didn't lose my head, I stuck with it. I thought I'll carry on. Sorry about that again. I got interrupted with Alyssa ringing me. She's coming home from school, bless her. She's not feeling very well. So I had to answer the phone to her, then ring my husband. He's literally just got to work because he's on late. And he's going to have to go and pick her back up again because, yeah, that's the joys of parenthood, isn't it? Where did I get to before I was rudely interrupted? So, yeah, I didn't lose my head. Didn't lose my head at all. I stuck with the plan. I thought it's probably just a blip. It'll come off next week if I stick with it. So I carried on regardless because, like I say, this year, I know I've said it before in the past, so apologies again if I do sound like a parrot, but I want to get to target. I'm sick to death of being bloody fat, basically. I'm sick of it. It don't feel comfortable, it just doesn't, and so I need to lose the weight. I want to be around for my kids as long as possible, so I need to lose the weight. I mean, obviously I know I could get hit by a bus tomorrow, but I'm hoping, again, touch wood, hang on, there we go. Not like that happens, but you know, if I can do this myself, then I want to be as healthy as I possibly can be. And to do that, I need to lose the weight because I am obese. So, carried on regardless. Another good week. Lots and lots of yummy meals. I've been using the new recipe books. So, again, I've varied everything up. Breakfast, I hardly ever have breakfast. Hardly ever have breakfast. I've not had any breakfast today. It's just something... I don't know, I've got out of the habit of eating breakfast again, so it's hard to get back into it, which is fine. It's not for everybody, but lunch is, you know, it's quite generic. And then dinners, I've kept them really nice and interesting so that I'm not getting bored and I'm sticking with it and I'm doing the plan as it says. I'm always having at least 1/3 speed. If not, it's at least half of the plate. Always, that's how I just do it. I don't bother with a third. I just put half salad or veg and then half of whatever it is that we're having. And I'm counting my sins, I'm weighing, measuring, as we can see. So yeah, I was hoping for a really good result. So I went to group Monday just gone. Again, I've bought a countdown and I've actually done a top up of a 12-week countdown. So originally when I went back, I got the 6-week countdown and then I've got the top up of the 12-week countdown. So again, I've got a new recipe book. I'll show you. So I got that one with my 6-week countdown, and then I picked up that one on, what day are we on today? We're on Tuesday, aren't we? So yesterday at group, and that was because I took the 12-week countdown out. So like I say, I'm keeping everything nice and varied. So I was really hoping that when I went to group yesterday, I would have seen that £0.5 pound gone plus a bit extra. I was really hoping because I'd had another good day on plan. Not day, sorry, week on plan. 1 second, Alana's trying to sit on Kobe. So anyway, I jumped on the scales and I was fuming. The poor way lady, because the look I must have give, not that it's her fault at all, because it's not. But I was absolutely fumed to see that I'd put another bloody £0.5 pound on, not off, on. So you can see here my book, let it focus, 6.5, 3.5, -2, plus half. So that means I'm only at £11 weight loss now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weigh-ins and I've only lost £11. I'm fumed. I'm absolutely fumed. I don't know what on earth is going on. Because, again, I can't blame Star Week. I'm due on this weekend coming. So, yeah, the water retention might start be building. But it doesn't normally happen like that for me. It's normally within a couple of days before I'm due on. So, I really don't know. I'm completely at a loss. Hence, me doing these what I eat in a days now. I did film my meals for the week. But when I transferred it all over and I was editing it, a portion of it was corrupted. So because I was in a bad mood, I just got rid of all of it. And I thought, sod it, I'm just going to start fresh with everything. Because those meals clearly haven't helped me. I'm not blaming the meals because I know they were on point. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But as much as, that's Alana now, see, told you, 5 minutes with the iPad. As much as I am absolutely fuming, again, I'm not going to let it scupper me. I'm not going to let it become a roadblock. She's making Kobe laugh now. Because if I do, then I know that next week, next Monday, it will be another gain. It's going to be another gain if I just give in. It's not going to be a loss. And then the week after, and the week after, and the week after, and it'll be just a snowball effect. So I'm not giving in. I'm going to stick with it, and then I'm going to document all week. I know I didn't document yesterday, Monday, but again, I was just that annoyed that we're having a bit of a paddy. But today, I'm going to do it all. So I've not had any lunch yet. And I've not had any breakfast. I've only had a brew so far, as you can see with how much milk is missing out of my 250 mils. I have semi-skimmed milk, so I get 250 mils of that. If you're having whole milk, you can have 200. And if you're having skimmed milk, I want to say it's 350. 300, 350. I don't drink skimmed milk. It tastes like water to me. I know that there's people out there that love it, but for me, if I could, I'd drink whole milk all the time because I love the creaminess, but no, I need that extra brew that I'll get out of that extra 50 mils. So I compromise and I have semi-skimmed. So yeah, no lunch yet, but I will show you it as soon as I have it. And yeah, like I say, it's been forever since I've done one of these, so I hope it doesn't turn out terrible. So forgive me if it does. I apologise. And also, if you're looking at my face and thinking there's something weird on Andrea's right hand side, which might be the left hand side when you're looking, there, that's a lovely present off of Kobe. I got him all giddy and he was like flapping around and scratched me. But yeah, I keep trying to cover it up with makeup, but I think I just make it look worse. So I just need to let it heal, don't pick it, and it'll disappear. I've never been injured off of any of the children before. It was literally just because he got that excited and he was flapping like a bird. Anyway, I'm going to stop chuntering and I'm going to crack on with the rest of this vlog. So I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you're having better results than I am if you're following the Slimming World plan. Or even if you're not, you're doing something different, then I would love to hear it down in the comments below. I always make sure that I reply to everyone. Yeah, and hopefully some of your weight loss inspo can resonate with my body and it can have a word with itself, because it's not for me, not for trying, and do something magical for next week, hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to crack on and I will speak to you when I have my lunch. So I'm just about to make lunch and I'm also going to prep for dinner this evening as well. And I thought I'll just quickly show you my menu plan for just dinners this week. I've not included breakfasts and lunches on this one just because, again, they're quite generic. They're very same week in, week out. And the kids have packed lunches going to school. My husband eats at work. So really it's just me and the littlies during the week. But these are my main meals. I did do the big shop yesterday on Monday. Didn't film it, so apologies for that, but again, I was in a bad mood because of the results on the scale, so I was just in a huff and just put it all away. But I thought I'll show you my menu plan, because normally I do the shopping haul and then menu plan afterwards, but I thought I'll just quickly show you it. So this one, like I said, I've stuck to I've stuck to plan still. Yesterday, me and Alyssa had koshery and salad. This one is out of the Fast Feasts book. So if you do have this book, I definitely recommend it. It is so good, and it is a carb lover's dream. So this is what it looks like. And believe it or not, it actually turned out looking the same. But yeah, it has tomatoes in, onions, a variety of different herbs and spices. But every carb lover, rice, macaroni and green lentils. So yeah, really, really yummy, really filling. Perfect on a cold day because yeah, it warms you from the inside. Alyssa just had it as it is, and then I had it with my usual salad. So that's what we had yesterday, hence why I've crossed it off. Ignore this bit, I got a bit excited when I was pulling it out of the book and ripped it. So we had that yesterday. Tonight's dinner is going to be chicken and green peppers and black bean sauce. I'm going to serve it with egg and spring onion fried rice and salt and pepper veg. That's for me and Alyssa. And sweet and sour chicken is going to be for the boys. So they're going to have that. It is absolutely ridiculously high in sins because the amount of sugar that I use in it is obscene. So not Slimming World friendly at all. This recipe, so it's off of one of the cards. As you can see, I swap a couple of things out. So it's actually the Slimming World meal. And yeah, one of my absolute favourites this is. It really, really is. I love it. So that's tonight. And then another night, I've not assigned days to them. We're just going to see what we fancy on each day. I'm going to have chicken tikka Rogan Josh. Again, another one of these kind of card recipes. I've got it in the drawer. I'm going to serve it with rice, onion and tomato salad. And then the boys are going to have a chicken burger and chips. And I'm probably going to do my mint sauce that I do as well. So that. Then we're going to have peanut butter chicken pasta. Again, it's out of this book. So good, really, really nice. It does taste a little bit satay like, but it's pasta instead of like Chinese style. So really, really good. Going to have it with salad, and the boys are going to have carbonara. I nearly said carbonara and garlic bread with it. And then on another day, we're going to have like a bit of a Greek meze, me and Alyssa are. So we're going to have falafels, which again, the recipe is in here, the sweet potato ones. I'm going to serve it with couscous, halloumi for my healthy extra A. I'm going to bake that, make it really, really nice. Serve it with olives, which will be sinned. Tzatziki, which is homemade, sin-free. Salad, pita bread, healthy extra B, and hummus. Again, that's going to be carrying a little bit of sins, but it should be okay because I'm going to be using some of this tahini paste, which obviously you can sin, but I'm only going to use a tiny bit. I found that in Asda, which I was ridiculously happy about. So yeah, it'll really give it that proper hummus taste, but I am going to have to sin that. So I'm not sure how many sins that's going to be yet, but I know it's going to be worth it. So while me and Alyssa are having that, the boys are going to have burgers, hash browns and onion rings. And then we're all going to have a kebab. One evening, me and Alyssa are going to have the Vivera, shawarma, plant-based stuff. That is just 1.5 sins for the full pack, but I split it between both of us and cook it with peppers, so extra speed. The boys are going to have chicken strips. The kebab base is going to be a wholemeal pita, so healthy extra. Serve it with wholemeal coleslaw and chips, which are going to be done in the Actify, so fine. And then last but not least, we're going to have a vegetable chow mein. That's probably going to be sooner rather than later because I put bean sprouts and bean sprouts there just because they don't have very long dates on them. So I don't want them to go off before I've got to use them. So even though it's last on the list, it's more than likely going to be tomorrow's dinner, even though I will have had bean sprouts tonight because, like I say, I just don't want to waste them. So me and Alyssa are going to have that completely sin-free, and the boys are going to have pie, chips and beans. So yeah, that is our dinner this week. And like I say, I'm just about to prep this one. So the chicken in black bean sauce, completely sin-free, really, really, really good. And like I say, I've just swapped out some of the ingredients. I don't use red pepper, I use green pepper instead. I'm going to put bean sprouts in it and water chestnuts. I'm not a fan of sugar snap peas, they're too stringy. Pak choy again, it's like having lettuce in my food, so I'm going to get rid of that. Sorry, I'm going to have to go and intervene with the littlies. She took his toy off of him, bless her. So yeah, this is what I'm going to make this evening. And I will show you, obviously, not make this evening. I'm going to make this afternoon ready for this evening. Just because I find if I get the time in the afternoon to prep dinner, I do it, because I never know what's going to crop up with having 4 kids. I might end up in A&E with one of them. You never know, do you? You really never know. So yeah, I always just try and prep as soon as I can so that we know that we've got something quick in the evening. So yeah, I'm gonna crack on with my lunch and doing this, and I will speak to you when I have something to eat. And here is my lunch. Like I say, not the most exciting, but it is what it is. We're 2 littlies running around. It's got to be something fast, basically. Fast and filling. And I know it's just a salad, but it will definitely fill me. It'll tie me over until dinner time. And if not, I have tons of fruit in the fruit bowl, which I'm more than happy to snack on. That'll see me through till dinner. So what I've got here is, I know it looks a bit bizarre, but what I'm going to do is after I've done this, I'm just going to mix it all up along with the mayo. So here I've got my healthy extra of grated cheese, which is just good old cheddar. And then I've got lettuce. I don't have any cucumber because when I went shopping yesterday, I couldn't get hold of any cucumber and I couldn't get hold of any tomatoes. I think there's something going on with the farmers or something like that. So I've substituted them for gherkins instead, which are speedy as well. But yeah, I've got lettuce, gherkins, red onion, tomatoes that I already had in the fridge. But like I say, I'm out of cucumber now, which are all speed, red onion, which is speed, and then I've got pickled red cabbage just for something extra, which is also speed. My cheese, healthy extra A. Then I've got 6 crab sticks or fish sticks, whatever you want to call them, seafood sticks. They're free on Slimming World, and then I've just chopped them up. And then I've got a tablespoon, as you can see there, of the light mayonnaise, the Heinz one, not Hellmann's, Heinz, which is definitely by far the best. But again, I still can't get hold of the lighter than light, so I'll blob that everywhere and then I'll give it a right good mix so it'll look terrible. So that's why I'm showing you it now. But yeah, this is going to be my lunch, and I will catch you if I should have any snacks before dinner. Before I cook it, I thought I'd show you what's going to go into tonight's dinner. So down here, this is the ingredients that I'm going to use for my salt and pepper veg. I've got red peppers, carrots, red onion, and then bean sprouts. These are all speedy, and I'm going to fry them with a bit of fry light, some of the salt and pepper chips JD seasoning, which is free, a bit of table salt and black pepper I'll just add to taste, and then I'll also throw in some crushed chilies and soy sauce into that. So that's what's going to go for the salt and pepper veg that I'm making. All speed foods, and then it means that I don't have to throw a salad on the side of my dish when we're having our Chinese this evening. And then this is going to be the bits that are going to go into the green peppers and black bean sauce. I'll say that again. The chicken with green peppers and black bean sauce. There we go. So this is already cooked chicken. I picked up a massive bag of it from Iceland. So this is free in protein. Oh, ignore the littlies carrots cooking away there, by the way, in case you're wondering what's bubbling in the background. Yeah, so this is free in protein. It's already cooked. It's just frozen. You can cook it from frozen. It's absolutely fine. I've done it a million times and never poisoned myself yet, touch wood. So got this. It's going to go with soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, white miso paste, and then a couple of tins of black beans. I'm going to be throwing in some crushed chilies. Obviously, everything that I fry is going to be in the fry light. And then these are my veggies that are going in there. So the green peppers, white onion, water chestnuts. I've got garlic here, and then this is ginger. And these are just the frozen blocks. So you can see it's quite a decent chunk as well. Ignore my nail, but my nails turned purple thanks to these. So yeah, all speedy, including the water chestnuts, they're speed as well. So this is everything that's going to go in, and I'll show you once it's all done. The only things that you can't see here is the boys' sweet and sour sauce. But I'll show you that at the end, just out of curiosity, what it looks like once I've done it. And then obviously we've got the spring onion egg fried rice, and the boys' chicken strips as well that they'll be having with their sweet and sour chicken. So yeah, I'll show you when it's all done. And here it is. Here is dinner. So I've got chicken in black bean sauce. I've tried to do it a little bit more authentic, like what you would get from the Chinese takeaway, and I've thrown some green peppers in there. Not the prettiest looking dish, I will definitely admit that. It is definitely questionable, and it hasn't actually turned out looking the same as what it looks like once you've microwaved the meal. It is definitely a lot browner and a lot thicker, so I'm not sure if it's just using the fresh ingredients, the reasoning why that's turned out the way that it has. But as you've just seen there, I'm serving it with some salt and pepper veggies, which are all speed, and then I've got my own egg and spring onion fried rice, which is completely sin-free as well. So yeah, I have tasted it and it tastes absolutely lovely. But yeah, definitely a lot thicker of a sauce than what the microwave meal is. So again, I'm not sure if it's because of the freezing process and, you know, defrosting it and microwaving it, whether it's just a runnier version or whether it's the fact that I've got more beans than what they've actually used, even though the recipe said otherwise. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely turned out different than the microwave version. Hey everyone, so that's it. That's another day done and dusted. You've seen everything that I've eaten, or should I say you're about to see everything that I've eaten, because the final things that I've had this evening are a couple of the Skinny Crunch, the peanut butter flavour. They are my absolute favourite. Complete, oh, so yummy. Really, really are. Two more-ish that I could easily eat the whole of the box rather than just two of them, but I don't. I'll pop a picture here in case you don't know what I'm talking about. I pick them up from Asda and they're that good that I've actually stopped buying hi-fi bars from Group because I prefer these tenfold. They're double the fibre, they're half the price, and they're like quadruple the flavour. So yeah, I always get these. So I've had a couple of those this evening, and then apart from that, that's it, done and dusted. So I think I'm finishing the day on, let me just add it up. So I've definitely had my healthy extra A in milk. I had my second healthy extra A in cheese with that salad that I had earlier. Not good looking at all when I've mixed it up. And then healthy extra B, I've had 2 sins in my mayonnaise that I had earlier on. My dinner this evening was completely sin-free because it was one of the Slimming World meals recipe cards. So that was completely sin-free. I will say I stuck to the letter of making that recipe. I did exactly what it said. I will make it again in future, but it doesn't taste like what you buy from Iceland. So even though it's meant to be the same recipe, it does taste slightly different, which I'm sure is down to the fact of the different ingredients that you use. You know, like it says miso paste. I've used a certain brand. They might use a different brand that might have a slight different flavour. But for me, I found that it was too salty, so I'm probably gonna half the amount of soy sauce, because I think it said like 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, something like that. I think I'll half the amount of soy sauce next time. And then the sauce itself, because you've got 2 tins of black beans, you leave half of one of the tins and then you blitz 3/4 of the other tins. And then when you mix it back together again, you've only got like half a tin of black beans in total that's actually in the sauce. The rest has been blitzed, basically. That's in the sauce as their actual whole shape, whole vegetable. The rest have been blitzed, but I think because it's so much bean being blitzed, it made the sauce ridiculously thick. And I kept adding water to it to try and like dilute it down a little bit, to thin it out a bit. To help with the saltiness and to also obviously make it not as thick. But yeah, I think next time I'll blitz a tin only within the sauce and I'll leave a tin as the beans as they are instead. So I'll definitely make it again, but I am going to tweak it slightly. Probably throw in a little bit more ginger and garlic as well. I think it could have done with more of that as well, because I love both of them, so I throw it in everything. So yeah, overall, a really, really good day. That fried rice that I made was absolutely delicious. I'm going to be putting spring onions in my fried rice every single time now. The family loved it as well, which was really good. And then salt and pepper vegetables, I think next time I make those, I won't put as much soy sauce in with them as well next time. I was a bit heavy-handed. I mean, I throw the ingredients in ad hoc. It wasn't something, a recipe that I was following or anything. It was just something that I've like made up off the cuff thinking it might work. And it did. It's just, yeah, too much soy sauce, so less soy sauce, a bit more of a drier veg next time, I think. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave it here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a what I eat in a day tomorrow. So today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's going to be Wednesday. I know today is pancake day. However, my family want to have pancakes tomorrow because we'll all be in the house. There's no like football training, rugby training, anything like that going on. My husband will be home and they just want pancakes tomorrow for dinner. I'm just going to have a jacket potato for my dinner. So I'm not sure if I'm going to film tomorrow because it'll probably be like ridiculously boring with just like a couple of meals of like probably a salad and a jacket potato. But then normal menu will resume then onwards from Thursday onwards. So I'm going to leave it here. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog and long may they continue because like I said, I'm just going to vlog through the chaos. Obviously it's fine now because people are in bed, or should I say little people are in bed. So it's nice and calm, but yeah, I'm just going to vlog through the chaos. So again, thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.